Sige, Romeo, bigyan mo.
Romeo, let's go.
Bastong sana sa Chinese Taipei! Jordan Clarkson loving what he is seeing.
Pass it to my boys Chuck Harlow and Polo. Real heads listening, not just to the intros. Knowledge of the realness, y'all should really feel this. Always down the ball, hard on y'all's witness. This here's really for the real things. For those who've never really been bandwagon fans, listen to the real talk straight up from the stands.
I can watch that episode,
That video.
that moment, and Jordan.
Not the school, yeah. Then.
What's up, guys? This is episode 11.
I hope I'm right about that.
of From the Stand. You have 2/3 of the crew here. I'm sure if you guys are following the Gilas, in Jones Cup, you know that Carlo Pamintuan is
Deeply embedded.
is the correspondent of Sports 5 who is doing a kick-ass job. If I may say so myself, is doing a great job covering the Gilas and the Jones Cup. He's giving us
Actually,
he's giving us
yung kinakatakot
moments.
talaga kay Carlo is pagbalik niya.
Yun na nga eh.
Yung TF niya masyado na mataas.
Yun na nga
He's
eh.
already starting to say na we should talk to his agent eh. So parang
before replying to him on Twitter.
Yeah. So, yun lang, inside info lang guys, baka
You've changed, bro.
Yeah, baka mas makita mo lang kaming dalawa.
Kailangan natin i-elevate to ourselves. But you know what, let's get used to it. This might be the norm moving forward. You have Paulo Bustamante to
What's
my right.
up?
And my name is Chuck Araneta. You know what, let's just get into it. Let's just get into the Gilas talk because, dude, are you surprised? Ano muna tayo? Broad picture. Are you, to a certain extent, surprised by how well Gilas is performing this tournament? Lalo na comparing it to what happened in the in Estonia this past week.
You know what? I've already forgotten about Estonia.
Yeah,
Ganun na
short-term memory tayo eh.
Estonia seems so far away, and it's maybe I'm buying into the Kool-Aid. Maybe the level of competition in Jones Cup isn't as high as in Estonia, but I feel like Gilas is performing far better than I expected them to be. And siguro yung main takeaway ko from all of this is, you know how they started with all this negativity and with all the BV of how they're playing right now is crazy good, and they're making us all believe in Gilas again.
You want to make this episode even crazy gooder?
Game.
We have with us, straight from Taiwan, Sports 5 correspondent, Sports 5 writer, Gilas reporter, basically Mr. Do Everything, Carlo Pamintuan, I think is on the line. Carlo, are you there, my friend?
May kasama?
Boy siguro.
Sino yan?
Chong, bro!
Hindi pataas na pataas. Kung ganun nag-aslamdas,
Showtrace ba yan? Sige, we'll settle that. We'll figure that out. Tapos balikan natin si Carlo mamaya. Sige, let's ano muna. I want to pick your brain, then I'm gonna ask Carlo the same question anyway later. Obviously, we had struggles in Estonia with Netherlands, with
Estonia.
with Estonia, those teams blowing us out. I mean New Zealand pala, not Netherlands. But here versus like Asia, and what you could arguably say is more our level of competition. Yeah. We're doing well, but do you feel like somehow we also need to manage or temper the expectations of everyone? I mean, we beat Korea. We beat Chinese Taipei. We lost to Korea, but we beat a huge Russian team. No, pero a lot of people might be saying, we can hang with these guys. We only lost to Iran by a certain number of points. We didn't even have Andre Blatch. So, that means na logically, pagdating na ng FIBA Asian Complete yung team natin, definitely mananalo tayo. But I feel like even right now, we need to manage, or am I being too much of a negative person?
Chong, alam mo naman ako, all in ako.
Oh, all in
so
ka naman
parang,
palagi.
and kumbaga sa Inside Out, yung joy aspect ng utak ko is very active. So,
fear ako, bro eh.
So like for me, like I said kanina, nakalimutan ko na yung Estonia.
Okay.
And everything that happened there. So right now, I feel, and this is me personally, I feel like with Blatch coming in, our level of play will just get even higher.
Sure.
My only concern with Gilas would probably be the chemistry of Blatch coming in, because right now from their first game against Chinese Taipei and up to against the Russians and maybe against Iran earlier, the balance of scoring of Gilas has slowly gotten from Terrence Romeo centric more to spread out type of offense. I mean, his shot hasn't been falling as much as in the first few games, but we're seeing guys like Jayson Intal, Asi Taulava, Moala Tautua, MGR, Troy Rosario step up. And it's refreshing to see all of these guys coming up with double-figure output coming in. Now, Blatch coming in will definitely have a lion's share of the offense.
Sure.
So my concern there would probably be how to manage Blatch and how to manage the rest of the team. Because I'd prefer for Gilas to have more of a balanced offense and a lot of these guys getting their numbers para ano.
Yeah, I mean, the peg obviously is Iran. We saw what Iran did and how how fluid this team is.
Yeah.
It's I mean, alam ko they're the enemy. Alam ko they kicked our butts, no. But you can't help but sort of just be amazed or be impressed by how fluid Iran is, by how their offense is just it moves on a string. Their defense as well, how well they can communicate. I mean, Haddadi obviously is a star in that team, but then their supporting cast is just as good.
But that's the
Parang
thing.
yun parang para sa akin kasi that's what we need to get to.
Yun yung peg.
Yes, exactly.
So as much as Iran is our enemy, yun yung peg ng Gilas dapat. And that's where the chemistry part comes in. I mean, Iran, this is a team that's been together for the past 7 iterations of FIBA Asia. So that's around 10 to 12 years. And that's a ridiculous amount of time for a team to be together.
Sure.
They probably know each other's movements on court better than any other Asian team. And with China rebuilding, South Korea adding new pieces, I think Iran has the best chemistry out of any other Asian team. And that's the peg. That's what Gilas should aspire to be.
Yes.
That's what the national team concept should aspire to be. A level of chemistry just like Iran.
Sige. I just want to address something that our friends on YouTube follow. You can check the live stream.
Yeah.
YouTube.com. All of our episodes are there from the Sans PH. We will wait for Carlo to get here. Tapos, saka natin tatanungin kung ikakwento niya yung kay Abueva at saka yung sa Russian at saka yung kay Romeo. Ayoko mag-spoil Hindi namin kwento yan.
Hindi namin kwento yan.
So, hihintayin muna namin yan. Tapos, another thing, mamaya na yung Joy Spring commercial, guys.
Guys.
Kami muna, come on.
Guys.
Kami pumunta dito sa Rockwell
Guys.
Kami naman yung
Yung Joy Spring, for sure,
kahit sandali lang.
Makukuha niyo.
Dadating din yan. Pwede nyo nang ulitin yung previous episode, lagay nyo sa gitna It's our time.
Okay na daw si Carlo.
Our show.
Okay na daw si
Let's try it again. Let's try. Carlo Pamintuan on the line, sir.
Yes, sir.
Bro, sinong kausap mo kanina? Si Chot Reyes ba yan?
Naglalaba kami lahat So, nandito lahat kami kanina.
Okay. Ikaw,
Gamit namin per wall para lang kanina.
For world to the world. Okay, bro. Before we get into the serious talk, a lot of people are asking, ikuwento mo na ba ngayon yung nangyari kay Abueva tsaka yung Russian, or are we gonna save it for when you get back here?
I'm sworn to secrecy. Pero pag medyo napilit ako, baka magbigay ako ng clue.
Okay.
Okay. So, sige.
Carlo, ako question. Kamusta naman yung mood ng team? I mean, after the loss to Iran, how was there any effect to the team after today's game?
Basta si Abueva, sinuntok niya sa tagiliran at sinipa niya sa hita.
Teka lang. Are we crossing story? Okay, good to know.
Wait lang.
Teka lang.
Wait lang. Can you repeat that slowly for the listeners so baka hindi nila na-process tulad namin?
Hello?
Okay na?
Ha?
Nalampas mo na?
Oo, okay na. Oo. Tapos yung, edi tinamaan na siya, 2 beses, na 2-hit combo. Umiika siya, tapos nagsusumbong siya dun sa bench niya.
Okay.
Tapos, walang pumapansin sa kanya.
Walang pumapansin sa Russian.
Walang pumapansin sa kanya. Pare.
Okay.
Parang kasalanan mo, nandun ka sa bench nila eh.
So to clarify, na-corner yung Russian sa bench ng Gilas. Binigyan ng 2-hit combo ni Abueva.
Yun kasi yung tumira kay
Romeo.
Terrence. Yun yung initial action. Bago nabato ng bola si Terrence sa mukha.
Okay.
Yun yung unang tumira sa kanya.
Yung number
Nag-flail
63.
ng kamay.
Yung number 63
Yeah,
to, no? Yung gumano
Hindi si
na,
91,
yung nag-flail nung kamay.
Yung medyo may edad na.
Ganito lang yan. Wala namang gagawin si Calvin Abueva kung di mo sinimulan.
Hindi rin.
Wala si gagawin sa'yo. Hindi.
Tatapusin niya yan.
Ha? Tatapusin ni Calvin. Oh. Pero mga 90% of the time, hindi niya sisimulan.
Okay. At least alam natin tatapusin ni Carlo.
Go to your Iran question.
Iran question, Carlo. Sorry, nag-cross tayo nung kwento.
Carlo Pamintuan on the line.
I know. Kamusta ang team after today's game?
I think they're fine. Yung talo, more than sa kanila kasi they know that, I mean, if they lessen their mistakes, hindi man lang avoid all mistakes. If you cut their mistakes in maybe half, they could have won that game. I mean, ilang beses yung na-rebound na tapos mawawala nila or na-rebound nila tapos bad pass, hindi makatakbo. Ang dami kasi ng instances na pwede ka na lalapit ka na dapat. Pero dahil dun sa mistakes, dahil dun sa maling rotation sa depensa, lumalayo. I think more than anything, they gained a bit of confidence going into the FIBA Asia kasi parang alam nila na kung yun yung lalaroin ng Iran,
Kaya.
and we play a decent game, kaya sila. It's not even pagdating ni Blatch. It's not even that way. Hindi lagot to sa atin pagdating ni Andre. Alam nila right here, right now, kahit nandyan pa si Barami, if we play our game and they play theirs, may chance tayo. Kasi ganun yung kumpiyansa ng Gilas ngayon.
Wow. Okay. So talking about kumpiyansa, talking about confidence, we need to talk about the new star of the Philippines, Terrence Romeo. Chong, before we get into the actuals, like I need to ask you this: Did you see this coming? Like from how you've started, how you were watching in Estonia, and the training and getting lessons from Castro, from Alapag. Did you see this level of performance from him in this tournament?
Not in this level. I thought that we would see like challenge from Terrence and then balik na ulit kay Jayson. Pero here, parang hawak niya yung once he starts dribbling the ball. Parang nakikita mong tumataas yung anticipation ng crowd. Parang umiingay, pumapalapak sila because they're eager to see what he'll do next. But my favorite thing about Romeo now is kahit na ganun na, kahit na hawak na niya yung crowd, kahit na he has their complete attention, binibitawan niya na yung bola eh. Kasi dati kung global port to, hindi na aalis sa kanya yan. I mean, I've told you time and again. Si Terrence pa lang yata nakita kong player na yung follow-through motion niya sa pasa, pareho na rin nung paghingi niya ulit ng bola. Inuulit-ulit ko yan eh. Siya pa lang yung nakita kong player na ganyan. But since he started with Gilas, parang wala eh. Kahit na nagwawala yung mga tao pag sumasayaw siya dun sa defender niya, wala siyang pakialam. Basta pinapabayaan niya mag-flow yung opensa and then kung babalik sa kanya. He's not eagerly looking for his shot anymore.
That's scary, man. Okay, in your opinion, is Terrence the most consistent player in Gilas right now?
I think it's still Jayson. I mean, overall, in leading the team, in running the offense, even on defense, I think Jayson is still the most consistent. But Terrence is the most explosive. Kumbaga, Jayson will carry you through the elimination round and the early part of the playoffs. But when you need it, kailangan mo ng big game from Terrence.
That was the debate we had before this. Parang
Yeah.
we were talking about what kind of role would Romeo have on Gilas. Kasi I think it was you who said na parang energy guy off
the bench. Siya
spot
talagang
minutes.
change of pace guy. But I mean, I vastly underrated what his role would be. Because I thought na, I mean, Jayson, I'm sure will be getting the lion's share of the minutes coming the FIBA Asia. But Terrence rightly deserves just the same amount of playing time with how he's playing.
Yeah, I totally agree. I guess the question right now is if you had to pick an MVP for Gilas, Carlo, is it Terrence Romeo, or do you still have to give it to guys like RDO or guys like Jayson Castro?
Or even Asi Taulava.
Or even Asi. Who do you think is MVP right now for Gilas?
In the Jones Cup?
Yeah,
Yeah.
in the Jones Cup.
In the Jones Cup, I think by far it's Terrence Romeo. I mean, halata naman if you look at it statistically,
Malayo.
they've played better when Romeo plays better, and not just points. I mean, he's passing the ball. I mean, hindi pa dumadating yung numbers niya sa assists, but even the rebounds, he's helping out somehow.
Yeah.
I did not see this coming.
Ako rin. I like I said, I like Terrence on Gilas, but I never thought it would reach this level of game for him this soon at least.
Carlo, kwentuhan mo naman kami tungkol kay Calvin Abueva. What is the beast? Meron ka bang experience na with Abueva na off the court that sort of defines his character right now? I mean,
meron.
he's one of the most
Nag-usap kayo ni Calvin Abueva.
He's one of the most mysterious players in the PBA kasi he's all out pagdating sa game, pero off the court, parang wala masyadong naririnig tungkol sa kanya. So, meron ka bang kwento about Abueva na fit for TV or fit for a podcast?
Si Calvin Abueva yung pinakamadalas kumausap sa pamilya niya sa Pilipinas. I mean, I don't say this as a way to put down the other players because they're doing everything they can for their families. Pero si Calvin Abueva, basta hindi siya kumakain or naglalaro or nagpa-practice, asahan mo nakausap niya yung pamilya niya. I mean, hindi ko masyadong kilala si Calvin off the court. So, it's new to me yung nakikita ko sa kanya ngayon. Hindi ko alam na ganito siya kaseryoso sa pag-aalaga sa pamilya niya.
Wow.
No, but after games, you see it din naman, di ba, na parang direct kasama niya palagi yung bit-bit niya yung anak niya leaving the court or kasama niya asawa niya. But yeah, it's pretty cool. It's a different side of Abueva. Yung beast, yung sensitive side ni beast. Parang si Mufasa, di ba? Yung may anak siya, tapos mahal na mahal niya.
Okay. Good job.
Pero namatay si Mufasa.
Movie reference na naman tayo. Magagalit na naman yung mga haters. Chong, we talked about this last week, no, na Calvin Abueva is starting to figure out na hindi mo kailangan mag-beast mode palagi. And you also said this last week, no, na there are times naman when Tab Baldwin will just unleash Abueva and will just, pag nakuha nga yung rebound coast to coast, either get a foul or kick out to a shooter or just, drive it and finish over a bigger guy. But are you seeing also na mas na-improve yung control ni Abueva? Like, what kind of role do you see for him right now? Kasi, is he basically a point guard for Gilas right now? Ano ba siya?
I don't think he is considered a point guard. Pero, siya pag mapapressure sa bola, siya yung release, para siyang game wood. I mean, if you need him to play point sometimes, yes, kaya niya magbaba ng bola. Pero if you're asking about control sa laro niya, sinabi ko sa inyo na they're expecting him to be mala Russell Westbrook in Gilas, na pag-rebound niya, takbo, tapos sagasa. Kasi gano'n naman talaga yung ginagawa ni Calvin Abueva sa PBA. Pero ngayon, pag kinakausap niya si Jayson, pag kinakausap niya si Jimmy, para sinasabi nila sa kanila, fine, kaya mong gawin yan. Pero if you dribble and hesitate doon sa bandang free throw area, it will do more damage than going straight full steam ahead. Kasi, mafe-freeze mo yung defender mo eh. Alam nila na kaya mo silang sagasaan. Pero kung pinaisip mo sila na pwede kang pumasa or pwede kang mag-pull-up jumper or pwede mong ituro yung drive mo, that will make you a more dangerous player. So right now, nakikita ko na yun yung sinusubukan gawin ni Calvin. Sige, tatakbo niya sa fast break, one-man fast break. Pero mag-hesitate siya ng konti para lang basahin yung depensa. I think that's the most important thing Calvin is learning right now na, sige, sanay ka sa 100%. Pero kung ibaba mo yan sa 95%, tas ibalik mo yan ulit sa 100%, it would make you an even better player.
Kasi it varies the attack ni Abueva for this team. Ikaw, you have anything?
This is all like new information to me. I mean, sorry guys,
No,
guess na lang namin si Carlo ngayon Ganun levels na kasi ibang level na talaga si Carlo sa
Hindi
atin.
na namin nadaan sa agent mo.
Sorry
Pwede pag-usapan natin si Tautua.
Go!
Game?
Anong Tautua story mo? Let's do it.
Kasi
Shout
feeling
out
ko
Larry
kung si Larry
Rodriguez nga
Rodriguez yung nasa Gilas, kaya rin niyang gawin yung ginagawa ni Moal.
Sorry, pakiulit.
Kung si Larry Rodriguez yung nasa Gilas, kayang-kaya niya rin naman yung ginagawa ni Tautua.
It makes sense kasi if you're gonna trade
If you're gonna trade
to get Moala Tautua,
you have to get someone of the same level.
it's Larry Rodriguez,
Larry
di ba?
Rodriguez,
Yung hesitation dribble, tapos sagasa, two-handed dunks.
Oh.
Wala yun.
Yung
Kayang-kaya
mid-range
ni
jumper,
Elwood.
behind the back, crossover.
Yung passing.
Oh.
Okay, how is Moala Tautua stacking up? I mean, is he better than you imagined him to be?
Yes. I didn't know he will be this good with a team na hindi siya yung focal point. Kasi sa ABL, even sa D-League, sa kanya lahat ng bola eh. So, yung numbers niya were impressive. Pero ngayon sa Gilas, parang sige, 10 minutes, 15 minutes, depensa ka lang muna. Tapos biglang may pasa, biglang may mid-range shooting. So, parang Tautua right now is better than Taulava when he was a rookie, in my opinion. Kasi mas kompleto na siyang player. So, nakakagulat talaga. And nakakatakot yung 1-2 nila ni Troy Rosario when they're on the floor.
Yay, TNT! Good job building your team. In the overall, some of the, let's just say, Junmar isn't part of the team. We know that already. But how are our bigs stacking up to the rest of the competition in the Jones Cup? Because Asi has been solid in some games. Moala has shown himself. Troy Rosario also. So, kamusta yung bigs yung situation ng bigs natin ngayon? Are you confident?
I think we're fine. It's difficult to gauge kasi hindi pa determined yung minuto ng lahat ng players. So right now, you have Sunny or Asi starting. Hindi mo matansya exactly kung si Asi yung main center or kung si Sunny. So, ang hirap din to put a value on what they're putting on the court. Pero para sa akin, we don't have to worry about our bigs. They're solid. I mean, if you expect them to defend and grab rebounds and put back some shots, kayang-kaya nilang gawin yan. But ultimately, I really believe that the guards will win games for us. I mean, the difference between the level of our guards compared to everyone else, dun talaga tayo malakas.
Pero, I guess, nega na naman ako, nega vibes, no? But,
Hater kay.
hater ako ng Pilipinas eh. Pero, siguro the one thing that worries me about the success of Gilas is that we're beating teams that don't necessarily have a lot of good shooting. That's something I noticed. We beat Russia. Chinese Taipei obviously will always be a good shooting team, no? But, sino pa ba isa nating tinalo? Japan pala. Japan is, it's really, for me, it's really Chinese Taipei. But when we came up against Korea, when we came up against Iran, and those guys have lights out shooters, and if we can't match their shooting, that's really when we get in trouble. So, I get where you're going with the guards, no? But obviously there's still a lot of improvement that can still be done sa mga guardia natin.
The problem on the defensive end is hindi pa rin talaga ganon ka-komportable mag-communicate yung lahat sa kanila. It's been a frustration for even Coach Tab because sa depensa kasi that's really what you need. If you see something, you have to shout it out to warn everyone that it's coming. Pero hindi pa eh. Wala pa dun sa point na alam nilang basahin yung offense sa ng kalaban. So alam nilang paano i-rotate yung depensa nila. I think you have to give them a bit more time to figure things out kasi ngayon sobrang limited pa ng defensive rotations nila. Wala pang multiple switching, puro single switch pa lang, puro under the screen. It's still the movement on defense. It's still very simple, but in time, I think with a proper preparation, na alam naman natin gagawin nila, and we have some of the best scouting assistant coaches in Asia. I mean, Coach Alex Compton, Coach Josh, and Coach Chong. They're really good.
Damn good.
Okay, relax.
This is my moment.
Yeah.
This is what I have. Kasi sa first conference, puro talking text naman yun, tsaka sa
Clearly.
finals, No, but that's what the Jones Cup is for.
Yeah.
You figure out what works, you figure out what doesn't, you figure out how to defend, certain players, and I mean, that's perfect timing. Before we get to the next player pala, Carlo, how is the fatigue level of those guys? We have 16 players. Alam ko kasi there's one off day that each team has in this tournament. Pero yung nangyari sa atin, yung off day natin yung first day. So we have 8 straight games. I mean, in terms of yung fatigue, how are these guys doing with the conditioning?
The ones na hindi pa nakakapagpahinga are starting to feel the effects of it. But if you ask Terrence or Calvin, sila naman yung pinaka-energetic dito sa buong team kasi yung iba talaga, like Don and Asi, they would need some rest at some point. But Calvin's not complaining. He'll never complain about playing time or being hurt or being fatigued. Terrence, if he wasn't injured, won't complain about it either. So I think we're handling it well. The big test will be tomorrow against New Zealand. Kasi yung Iran, there's a certain kind of energy that's added to the game eh. Kasi alam mong Iran yan eh.
May
Paghahandaan mo
rivalry
talaga,
factor.
hyped ka about it. But how will you deal with facing a New Zealand team na hindi mo naman talaga kailangan labanan? Yung mga ganon.
Yeah, sure.
I think tomorrow will be the test if condition pa talaga yung mga bata natin.
Sige.
Last question. Last question, Carlo. I mean, I guess we're starting to see the identity of this new Gilas team compared to the previous Gilas team. What would you say about their identity now versus, wag na natin, ano yung identity ng Gilas team ngayon?
Coach Tab said it perfectly kanina eh. Parang he said na he will never doubt the effort and the energy that the guys put into the game. Kailangan lang talaga disiplina. I think right now our identity is that we don't quit. We don't give in to anyone. I think
So that with Russia.
Yeah.
it's all about the effort. I think it more than anything. Pero we need to clean it up. Yun lang talaga. That's the only thing that Gilas needs to reach that level that they want. They have to clean it up. Bawasan yung handshakes, bawasan yung bumps, bawasan yung unnecessary fouls. Ganun na lang eh. It's fine tuning, and then we should be fine.
All right.
Awesome.
That's great insight from Carlo.
Yep. Kumusta yung pagkain sa Taiwan mo? Nagshawlong pa ka na ba?
Wala.
Hello, Carlo?
Nah.
Hello?
Yun, bro. Kamusta yung Xiaolong Bao dyan sa Taiwan?
Ayos naman yung Din Typhoon.
Nanginggit.
Pwede naman.
Sige.
Pero wag niyong susumbong pero yung pagkain dito sa hotel namin, parang niloloko kami.
Bakit?
Iba-iba yung pangalan ng manok pero iisa yung lasa. Parang nakikipaglokohan sila sa amin eh.
So, para Hainanese chicken, tapos siya, steamed chicken, boiled chicken, gano'n na dating?
Iba yung pangalan eh, pero isa yung lasa.
Bro, scam.
Oo.
Scam.
Pare, niloloko kayo dyan.
Okay, Carlo.
Tapusin niyo yan.
Lagi akong inaantok kasi parang mabetchin.
You can bring Carlo Pamintuan to Taiwan, pero
You can't.
He's always gonna have to come back.
Yeah.
Carlo Pamintuan, salamat brother for hanging out with us.
Kailangan ko ng tosino, bro.
Oh, Tosino. Namiss mo na ba Tosino?
Pampanga.
Pampanga's Beast. Sige, we'll get you next week back on the show. But for now, again, pare, awesome work that you're doing for Sports 5. All of your behind the scenes, catching Mark Pingris singing the slam dunk theme. Best moment ever yan, pare. That's the best.
Sakto. Tapos na rin yung labada ko with Perwal.
Sakto.
Yes!
O pare, watch out for this new thing na we're gonna be sharing later. Baka kailanganin mo rin. Baka kailanganin ng Gilas.
Papanoorin ko kayo sa YouTube.
Sige. Okay, boss. Salamat. We'll see you next week.
Okay.
All right.
That's awesome insight from
Okay,
you. I mean, we got a lot there.
Sige. Let's go through lang a few questions we came up with. Sayang, inisip na rin natin. Ba't di natin gawin? Sige, first, briefly, let's talk about two players. First one will be Jayson Intal. We need to have a discussion about Jayson Intal. If you're talking about the final 12, I think players in terms of yung on the bubble na posibleng pumasok pero hindi natin sure are players like...
Intal, Aldrich.
Can we say that Aldrich Ramos is a long shot to make this team?
I would think so. I mean, Aldrich making the pool was already a great achievement for him. I mean, the fact that he's there. But I feel that he hasn't really made his mark yet on Gilas in the Jones Cup and heading into FIBA Asias, he might not make the cut.
Okay? So Jayson Intal is that guy.
Yeah.
Like, we're getting good JC and bad JC. It's not even from game to game. Sometimes it's from play to play.
Yeah.
Like one time you'll get JC, sacrifice a 3 and then try to get a mid-range shot or try to post up a defender and then get stripped. Then the next play naman, he takes a 3, he makes a good defensive play and parang parang trick or treat talaga eh.
Trick or treat JC.
Trick or treat, hindi bagay. Pero where do you stand right now with Intal?
I want him in the final 12.
You want him in the final 12?
I feel that JC should make the final 12 purely on his showing in Iran today. That's me again probably buying the Kool-Aid. But I like JC's length. I like the athleticism that he brings. He showed, for me, I think he showed the toughness against Russia because he was really giving the Russians a lot of physicality that we previously didn't see in JC, especially in the PBA. We've always seen JC as this smooth player, but
the rocket.
Never physical. So I felt I like that physicality. Plus, we're starting to see JC Intal as a shooter. In against Iran today, he hit a couple of threes in the fourth quarter that really closed the gap against Iran, and I feel that if he can get that down consistently and can focus on working on his shot in the corners, whether 2-point or 3-point, that's a huge help, especially when Blatch comes in and starts playing pick and roll with Jayson Castro.
All right. Next player would be, ironically, siguro someone who isn't here. Andre Blatch. Like, this was the tournament wherein we were supposed to ingrain Blatch into the system, and when we were supposed to get a clear look of how he stands versus Haddadi or versus from Korea. But it didn't happen.
Yeah.
And right now, in FIBA Asia, Blatch is really the biggest mystery. Parang how he's gonna fit. I mean, you can say na okay, whatever minutes Taulava has or whatever minutes Moala Tautua gets, Blatch is just gonna be there for like 30 minutes. But I feel like more than the game on the court, it's sort of the camaraderie behind the scenes. Yung mga moments wherein they're spending time together, they're developing cohesion, the practice na this is where missing Blatch is really gonna hurt. Because now, there is a sort of pecking order already with Gilas. There is a sort of, okay, alam namin si Kuya Asi or probably Sonny is gonna start the games. Then Mo will come in to provide the energy.
Troy will come in.
Yeah, but Blatch just sort of changes all of that.
Yun yung sinasabi ko kaninang chemistry issue. We know Blatch is gonna be one of the most talented big men in Asia, coming to FIBA Asia. He'll bring the size, at 6'11", he'll bring the mobility on defense, and all of those are positives. I mean, you can't not have Blatch.
Sure.
Let's just say that. And probably if we had Blatch against Haddadi, he wouldn't have exploded as much earlier. Gilas might have won if Blatch were there. But yun yung isang worry ko. Having Blatch come in definitely improves Gilas on paper. But in terms of yung chemistry, yung samahan nila, ang hirap lang na, especially if you're Terrence, and you have, remember yung huddle nila after nung physicality against Russia, and then you had Asi holding on to him, di ba?
Yeah.
It's stuff like that, especially parang as Terrence Romeo, being new to this, when you step on the court and Asi's there, he's got your back.
Oh yeah, whatever happens.
I mean, di ba? Yung kay Blutch, when you're there, and you're thinking, okay, this isn't Kuya Asi anymore, this is Andre Blutch, and Terrence Romeo might start forcing the ball to him. Yung mga small stuff na like that will affect your psyche. That's what I question, and that's what I worry coming in.
Plus, I mean, these are all new players to Dre.
Yeah.
Diba? He's looking around.
Except,
hey, where's Paul Lee? Where's Junmar? Let's not do this.
Yeah. Okay.
let's not look for the players who
But
are
okay, but yung feeling ko dyan is to ease Blutch in. You're gonna have Jayson and Gabe play heavy minutes with Blutch. And that's
or even RDO.
Yeah, and that's the way you'll ease him in. Eventually, when Terrence sees what Jayson is doing with Blutch and how Jayson plays with Blutch, I feel that Terrence has shown that he can quickly assimilate naman a game plan.
Yeah.
Yun yung magiging way to ease Blutch in to
Okay.
At least we still have one more, the MVP Cup here in the Philippines.
Yeah.
Another tournament to get this bonding together. Pero iba yung nasa isang hotel kayo, naglalaba kayo and everything.
Totoo.
Iba yun eh.
Totoo. Clock's ticking. Start of Gilas is September 23, if I'm not mistaken.
September
FIBA Asia
23.
pala. So we have around, 20 days.
You can watch it on BTV.
Ganun na. Wow. Wow, you're shouting out like
Shouting
that
out.
to your
Shouting
new
out.
employers.
Shouting out like that.
Okay, sorry. You can also watch it on TV5. Okay, we talked about Gilas. We're gonna take a quick break. When we come back, hey, we're gonna announce the winners of the hashtag #MyBestGame contest. We're also gonna give away all of the products, and we're also gonna take your questions on Ask FTS. Stick with us, guys. You are still watching from the stands.
It's 11. Mahal ako. Wait for my answer. Because you can't teach another person to love you, but you can teach yourself to love somebody. You know how they say na parang, in church, this was taught to us, na parang the first commandment in the Bible, which had the promise with it, was honor your parents so all may go well in the land that the Lord has given you. So, the principle is that if you learn to honor somebody who you have no choice but to honor, may it be your father that abandoned you, may it be your mom who isn't super nice, may it be your step parents who you don't really know, you honor them, not obey them, not love them. It doesn't say that. Not adore them, honor them, which means having their best interest in mind. That's the first principle. Because if you know how to honor people you are supposed to honor, not because you want to honor them, then you will learn how to treat other people as well. So it's really hard to teach people to love you, but you can teach yourself to honor people, to love them, to be kind to them, to be patient to other people. But you can never require, even more demand the same thing from another human being. So I think it makes more sense that way. When you tell somebody that you love them, do you love them only when they love you back? Or do you love them nonetheless? Because I feel it has to be the latter. You can tell somebody that you love them, but if they don't feel like they romantically love you, you can't just walk away. That happened to me recently. I told this person that I loved him, and then he told me he loved me back. But at that time, he loved me in a way that friends love friends. And at first I was like, that kind of sucks. What am I gonna do with that? But then I realized that loving somebody doesn't mean you're gonna have the same feelings for each other. I love my brother even though I want to punch him in the face sometimes. So I realized that loving somebody means you're gonna love them even if their happiness does not mean you're in the picture. Love is selfless and it should never be demanded from somebody else. It should be given to you, and you should give it back in whatever shape, form, or way.
It's the 11th of June, and it's all about Can we do it again?
one thing I liked about Siri now with this proactive and
By the way, this is Android guy speaking.
Look at this laptop. It's not. It doesn't have an Apple on it. That's so weird.
WinBook Pro.
Just copy the MacBook. Yep.
What was I saying? No.
That was your. We want to show you our very first preview of any gadget. Here it is.
This is the Sony RX100 Mark IV preview.
Super happy so far.
This is actually Miko's State of the Prostate address.
Yeah.
Let me
I'm not
ask you
gonna say
something.
anything.
Number one, where is your prostate? Do you even know?
It's the one that gets cancer. So have yourself checked.
Loki is a prostate massager. Say hello to
Enter
Loki,
into
man.
temptation. Why is that the tagline?
Congrats to your first hosting gig, man.
Bye-bye.
So nag-enjoy ba kayo sa mga
Ayan
commercial?
na. Ayan na yung Joy Spring nyo, ah.
Meron pa kaming bonus PH Tech commercial.
May bonus hati yun. Si Miko Olpin. Oo.
Sobra-sobra na kayo.
Sobra. Ang dami ng hati ng
Puta
NMF
na.
nun, ah.
Back to the real hotties.
No!
So bad.
Sinira mo!
You know what? Let's just go. We're gonna announce the winners of our per wall hashtag my best game rock and per wall to the world contest.
Okay, first winner.
Ta-da!
First winner!
Basahin mo na lang.
Sige.
You have it
fine.
there?
Yeah, wait. I have it here. I'll pull it up. The
Alright.
first winner.
Well, basta if you won, you will know it.
Yeah. What the hell, man? First winner is
Yan.
Leon Kagiwa.
Yay! Leon Kagiwa. Yun,
Alright,
there we go.
Okay, there we go. Ito gusto ko to kasi may kasamang may kasamang heartbreak. Iniwan siya ng girlfriend niya. Tapos next day, nagwala siya pare, 18.5 blocks. Career points per game niya, 2.
Mukha na tautuwa pa
Siyang
na to eh.
pare. Isama na yan sa national team.
Go!
Isama na yan sa national team.
Leon Kagiwa, congratulations my friend. Kagiwa ba talaga ang apelido mo? Or, anyway.
Baka yun.
Next winner.
Next winner is Flor Medal. Malyada. Sorry.
Congratulations, Flor.
Ito rin, may pag-ibig aspect rin to.
For the record, si Polo yung pumili. So,
nakuha ko nung barangay game. And girl siya, hindi best game nung boylet niya, basically. So sabi nung crush niya, dedicated lahat ng shots para sa kanya. Best player of the game siya.
Pero technically, hindi siya naglaro nito.
Hindi siya naglaro, yung boylet niya. Pero gusto ko lang ikwento, gumagana yun. Pag nandun yung girlet mo.
Gumagana yan. Actually, gumagana yan.
Imbitahin yung girlet nyo, magbe-best player of the game kayo. Pero buwaka ko kayo sa mga teammates nyo.
Pero bad trip ka sa mga kakampi mo. Our last winner of our My Best Game.
Champy Buenaflor. This one comes in from Facebook. Basically, sabi niya, office league siya. And he doesn't really dribble, he doesn't really do a lot. But he sank crucial threes to get his team the win. So parang sabi niya, he's not a skilled player, he can't dribble that much and can only shoot chase. But he meron siyang 9-0 run. Personal 9-0
Personal
9-0 run para mapapanalo yung team niya sa office league.
9-0
run.
Kaya pala Champy yung pangalan niya. Champy.
Champy.
Congratulations to Champy Buenaflor, Leon Kagiwa, tsaka si
Flor
Malyada. Congratulations, you guys win awesome prizes from Perwall. We'll get in touch with you na lang siguro via message,
Twitter
on how to claim your items. But hey, we're not done.
May bago?
We're not done giving away prizes. We're not done. Because we're gonna be introducing an entirely new hashtag. Pero ito, the exact opposite of my best game. Ito naman, this is the
Vernel
Beat Baho promo. Okay. Vernel Soft Fabric Softener Beat Baho.
I just have to say, FTS is the official laundry
detergent fabric softener. All of your needs kami bahala dyan.
We got you.
Okay. What is the Beat Baho hashtag? Okay. So, if we talked about my best game, ito naman, what is your worst game?
Yeah.
We want to know what your worst game is. And if you're anything like me or Polo, you have a lot of those. A lot of
Feeling ko mas
more
maraming,
worst games.
Feeling ko mas maraming entry tayo dito.
So whether it's you had a bad game on the floor, whether it's off it,
Nagkalat yung crush niyo.
kalat yung crush mo, hindi natapos yung game dahil sobrang lakas ng BO mo. We wanna know what those moments are.
Ako, Chong,
Do you have one?
ako isa. Ang baho talaga ng laro ko nito eh. Kasi I haven't played in 3 months. So I came back to my regular Monday game in Moro.
Okay.
And alam mo yung yung nag-warm up ka, tapos yung unang tira mo pa kapos kasi hindi mo paggamay yung strength and
Or
everything.
masyadong malakas, patay butiki.
So, unang tira ko pa kapos. So sabi ko, okay, di muna ako titira ngayon. So sabi ko, focus na ako sa passing. Pare, lahat ng drive ko, na-strip ako ng bola. Ang dami kong turnovers noon. I think I missed my only attempt of a game. And it got to the point na after like 3 consecutive turnovers, nag-fake cramps na ako, pare. Ganun nakabaho yung laro ko. I took myself out of the game. Oo eh. Nag-fake, sabi ko, guys, di na, pare. Masakit na, sorry. Di na kaya. Ganun kabaho yung laro ko.
Okay, sa akin naman. I had a lot to pick from, but I wanted to pick this one. So, here's the thing. This game started out actually as my best game. Village, pare, Village. Shoot, my 3 was going in. I was rebounding. Kumakalvin Abueva ako, straight fast break. So, pagdating na ng mga second quarter, ito na. I was pulling up, getting ready to take another shot. Wala kasi akong salamin eh. Pag naglalaro ako, wala akong pambili ng goggles eh. So, tinitiis ko na lang, parang medyo malabo yung vision ko. So, getting ready, I had my hand out, tapos I received the pass. So, what happened was, hindi ko na natapos yung game kasi na-fracture yung daliri ko. Chong, na-fracture siya as in literally, na siya, yung
Najapit Aguilar siya.
Najapit Aguilar ako, pare. As in literally right now, I cannot bend my pinky kasi hindi ko rin pina-examine.
Good job.
And I wasn't able to finish that game because I ruined it so badly. That is my most baho, quote-unquote, most
Chong,
baho.
eto lang Walang magagawa yung Vernel sa baho ng laro natin.
Wala.
Pero, may magagawa siya sa baho ng jerseys namin.
Because mabaho ang mga jerseys mo after mo maglaro.
Okay, Vernel is made. It's a fabric softener that it's made for hugging.
It's made for hugging.
Fabric softener siya. But the cool thing about Vernel is rather than it have an overwhelming smell, relax na yung smell niya dahil meron siyang 2 times antimicrobial system.
Yes, sir.
So, para siyang orig na cologne, pare.
Yun.
Pag spray mo yung orig na cologne, all day siya, all day ka mabango. Ganun rin yung Vernel. If you use Vernel, your clothes will be fresh smelling all day. Kesa sa fake na cologne na simula pa lang na
Turn off na sa mga ladies.
Yung naglalakad ka na sa hallway ng office mo, amoy ka na. Pero pagdating sa dulo ng amoy ka ng mix ng pawis tsaka So, Vernel is...
Which is me.
Yeah. Ako rin overall magkulong. But yun, Vernel's antimicrobial system will help keep you fresh all day.
So for the ballers who are watching from the stands, if you want to smell as fresh as a Vernel, we're going to be giving away these awesome products. All you have to do is tweet us with your hashtag BeatBaho moment wherein your worst game, your worst moment, you got crossed over, sobrang baho ng jersey ninyo, na-turn off yung girlfriend ninyo, pinauwi ka na nanay mo. We want to know what those are. And again, we will pick the best ones and we will be giving away prizes next week. This is very, very relevant.
Hindi namin ma-assure na gaganda yung laro nyo, pero at least
gaganda yung amoy ninyo.
Gaganda yung amoy ninyo.
Okay. So shout out to Vernel. Thank you again. Our second sponsor.
Woo!
Woo! Career high of some stuff, man. Gotta keep doing this all over again.
Okay. BeatBaho.
BeatBaho, guys. Hashtag BeatBaho.
Alright.
Okay. We have a few questions, FTS questions, Ask FTS questions we want to share with you guys. It's nice to talk about the PBA. We have some non-Gilas questions as well. So I'll go through them very quickly. Before anything pala, a quick update on Terrence Romeo. We saw that sa sobrang beast mode ni Abueva, na friendly fire niya si Romeo going back on the court at medyo natapilok si Terrence Romeo. But according to Carlo, yung ankle ni Terrence, masakit pa rin siya. But so far, hindi naman daw kailangan ng X-ray or ng MRI or kahit ano. This is obviously good news.
Yeah, that's great news.
Don't be surprised if Romeo's takes it easy or maybe even skips tomorrow's game.
I'm feeling ko he's one of the players na tatanggalin ni Coach Tab sa lineup.
Yeah, and again, it's against New Zealand na hindi naman natin makalaban sa FIBA Asia. So,
Okay.
First question is from Ralph Dionido, a lot of Ralph, he asks, does Alaska still have a chance to compete in the finals, knowing that most teams became stronger because of some quote-unquote dubious trades?
Siya nag-quote-unquote.
Yeah, quote-unquote.
Di ba dubious trade rin kayo?
Bro, may salary cap eh.
Wow. Sinusundan niyo yun?
Eh di wow. Okay, so I ain't gonna lie, mahirapan tayo guys. Mahirapan tayo sa mga Alaska fans and even sa mga Rain or Shine fans. Basically, if you're not backed up by a SMC or a MVP conglomerate, it's gonna be rough.
It is. This is something that I've liked about Alaska is how they built a system, stuck to it, and have continued to work through all of these limitations. And Alaska fans, that's also the reason why if you win a championship next conference or next year, it's gonna be much sweeter because you beat the SMCs, you beat the MVPs, and all of the weapons and all of the unfair trades that they've done. And you guys have built a system and worked through it and did it the right way. Yan yung Spurs mentality. Sorry. But that's it eh. Alaska built this team really well. And I feel that the past 2 drafts that they've had have been really, really impressive. They've gotten the best player available or the best fit for their team. And kahit na hindi kayo top 2, top 3 picks, you've still been able to get talent that will be helpful in the future.
Yeah.
Ay mo maniwala eh.
Ay maniwala pa. No, it's really, it's really going to be a long and winding road to win a championship. In this age of Junmar and of Muala Tautuay. But here's the thing,
and Greg.
And Greg Sotter. If there's one team which is gonna kill itself to still stick itself in this situation, it's the Alaska Painters and the Alaska Aces.
Yeah.
Okay.
Shout out kay @tropang hottest.
Yun. Okay. Next question.
I have a long question here from baddest_man_on_earth. TNT has this habit of hoarding the best talent every draft, and they get whoever they want at no cost.
Do they?
In the past 2? Or maybe just this recent one?
Yeah, but past drafts, hindi mo masyado.
He's asking if, I guess as a whole, are all of these trades hurting the PBA as an organization?
Of course.
Yeah.
Because of parity.
That's clear. I mean, the best PBA
Talk about
conference.
this also naman before.
The best PBA conference or best PBA season I remember is when Barako and Global Port are all making a push to the pag may napag-iiwanan na lower half ng teams tas yung upper half lang yung naglalaro ng maayos, especially with Kia and Blackwater coming in. It's not fun. You get a lot of empty arenas, you get lower ticket sales. Parity is always going to be better than 1 or 2 teams dominating.
Yeah, if I'm not mistaken, there was a report that came out na I think revenue of games went down.
Yeah.
Or even ratings, I'm not sure. I mean, it's not a surprise. If you're a Ginebra fan, if you're a Talk and Text fan, then definitely you're going to be watching these games. But you have teams like Blackwater, which is always going to get blown out. Barako as well. Kia is competitive, but at the end of the day, they're new. They still don't have a big following. So it's kind of hard to sustain the level of success needed for the PBA to be growing. I feel like right now, sige, yung mga popular teams in the PBA lumakas. San Miguel stronger, Ginebra, even Talk and Text, no. But at the end of the day, long term, is that really what you want? I mean, do you really want just 3 teams battling against each other over and over again? I would think nakakasawa din yan.
But I guess in the MVP side of it, they're hoarding talent also in the mindset of installing them in Gilas. I mean, getting Troy Rosario ensures that they can get Troy Rosario. Or getting Kiefer Ravena ensures that they can get Kiefer Ravena. I guess that's their mindset. And hindi lang siya pang PBA. I mean, moving forward, they're thinking of the national team as well, especially with everything that happened this year.
Are you worried about Jayson Castro?
Attacking me at night? What? Be more specific.
Coming to your house?
Yeah.
Taking your...
Yeah, breaking my ankle.
Yeah. Are you worried about Jayson Castro? Do you still think he's the best point guard in Asia?
I still think he's the best point guard in Asia. I guess chill lang si Jayson. He's not... Jayson always appears when he's needed. He's like a superhero. So, that's what Jayson Castro is, in my opinion. So, feeling ko is chill lang sa... Because even in the Jones Cup 2 years ago, si LA yung nagpakita eh. So, I think Jayson Castro will show up in the FIBA Asias.
Cool. So, ano siya? Medyo maintain mode lang siya ngayon.
Yeah.
Okay. I think we have one last question. Tinanong ni Joanne, si Maruya Junkie. What is your fearless forecast for rain or shine here in the All-Filipino Conference? Semis? Is semis too aspirational?
No, I think semis is realistic. Final four, rain or shine will... I think rain or shine will always be there, but a lot of the other teams got better. Ginebra definitely got better with Coach Tim Cone. Tau and Tex got better. And San Miguel still San Miguel.
Yeah, the 4 teams that made it to the semis last year did not get worse.
Yeah.
I think Alaska's still gonna be there.
Yeah.
They're getting back Calvin Abueva, who's...
San Miguel got Brian Heruela. Diba?
Yeah.
I mean, they upgraded from Fortuna to Brian Heruela. They got better.
Then Talk and Text, we all know Talk and Text. Diba?
And then Ginebra, we know what happened in Ginebra.
I mean, Ross is gonna be in the mix with Alaska. I feel like with Alaska and Ginebra, yung mga teams na just a cut below siguro Talk and SMB. If you're Rain or Shine fan, don't worry. I feel like they're always gonna be there. Yang Yao is always gonna find a way na to always stick his team there somehow at the end of the day.
And in a way, they tried to trade for height. They got Joel Ponferrada. I think Raymond Albazan will be getting more minutes. So I feel that they're coming out with a mindset of battling the Moalas, the Gregs, and the Krakens.
Oh, ito, last question pala. Tinanong ni Marvin Regis, baka nakalimutan lang niya. Please remind me who Barangay Ginebra selected instead of Terrence Romeo in the draft. We were there.
Wag.
We were there.
Wag.
A link pala. We were there the moment that Ginebra did not pick Terrence Romeo. Good job.
I was staying positive. I was like, yeah, we can use him.
I like it also. Hey, that's gonna do it.
Yeah.
That's gonna do it for this episode. We want to thank everyone who hung out with us on the live stream, even though you were just there for Joy Springs commercial. And alam pare, from 100 before the commercial, nung natapos yung commercial, nasa 70 na lang.
Tama.
Alam na.
Sounds about right. 30 people came for Joy Springs.
Okay, 70 sa atin.
Yeah. We should start, middle, and end with Joy Springs.
We can live with that. Thanks also to Carlo for hanging out with us again. Thank you also to our friends who are taking care of us via Bernel, via Perwall. Guys are the best.
A bit of housekeeping. May mga utang kami ni Chuck. We owe a banterized winner.
We do.
So, I believe I owe a slam issue. So, I'll wait for the latest slam issue to come out. And I will give that to the winner of our banterized. And then we have our Perwall and Vernal prizes to give away. So,
we're gonna touch na lang for the Perwall winners. Right?
And then, in the next few episodes, we'll probably have some stuff to give away.
Oh, yeah. Cool.
Yeah.
The thing.
Yung deniber mo.
Yeah, the thing. Okay, so youtube.com/FromTheStandsPH is the place to go to watch all of our old episodes and to hang out with us live when we are taping this show. You can follow us at Polo_Bustamante. I am at Chuck_Araneta.
And as usual, it's the real Carlo P.
Malapit na yan, man.
Verified.
Malapit na yan, ma-verified.
Na SB Nation na siya, na ESPN na siya. So, malapit na yan.
So, at Carlo_Pamintuan. For now,
GGV na yung sunod.
Bro, Jojo A muna.
Jojo A.
Wala, easy ka lang. Medyo late night show. Okay? It's gonna do it for this episode on behalf of Carlo Pamintuan. On behalf of Polo Bustamante, my name is Chuck Araneta and we will see you next week for another episode of From the Stands.
The views and opinions expressed on any program are those of the persons appearing on the program and do not necessarily reflect the views and opinions of the New Media Factory. Some programs on this network might include strong images and language and may not be suitable for all audiences. Viewer discretion is advised.